Andrea here. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to create your very own fabric patterned, high-waisted, shredded denim shorts. And I know it's a really long name, but basically they look like this. They're really, really cute. And you can do them on one pocket, you can do them on two pockets. So this is something a little bit more, a little bit different from the traditional just shredded denim short that you can wear in the summer. And you can actually use the exact same tutorial and also do it on skirts as well. Or you can do it on the little pockets. So you have it do like a little peekaboo. So basically in this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to create a look where you can have fabric right on your denim shorts like this. But first I'm actually going to do it in two parts. The first part I'm going to teach you how to actually shred and get your denim shorts prepped. And then the second part is going to be showing you how to actually cut out the fabric and how to make sure it stays on your denim short as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so as you can see, I went ahead and I pre-cut this. So now we're going to move on into the section where I'm actually going to teach you guys the shredding process. So these are definitely not a pair that I want to fold. I actually want to shred these. So we're going to go ahead and move on with that. And you can still see some part of the Sharpie, but it's okay because this part is going to get shredded anyway, so it should get rid of that. So now what you actually want to do is whatever surface you are working on, I highly recommend just using one of your cutting boards that you have, because this is definitely going to protect your surface, and it's also going to give you a little bit more grip when you're shredding and cutting. So what you want to go ahead and do is actually just slide your cutting board right underneath it, as you can see. And I'm sorry, it's a little hard to see with white on white. But next, what you want to do is, I just picked up a few knives that happen to be in my kitchen. These are a little bit smaller. If you want to try to work with a bigger knife, it might be a little bit more dangerous. So you definitely want to do something small that you can really get in there. So it's just these small little knives that I found, and you can test them. So I'm going to start, basically all that you're really going to do, the cool thing is since it's already cut, if you go like this, you can go like this, you can see these little strings will just come out. So basically what you're going to just do is you're just going to start taking your denim and pretty much just stressing it out. So go like that, and then lift it up and just start going like this. So as you can see, the little things are coming undone. And you can actually even pull some of these out. Like that. Now you won't really see the effects of how shredded your shorts are till after you actually wash them. After you wash them in the wash, they'll get even more messed up in the wash. So don't be discouraged if you feel that, you know, your denim shorts, you didn't do a good job. But so that's basically all that you are going to be doing. I know a lot of other people use different techniques, but I found it for myself that it's really just best to go at them with a knife and just keep lifting it. And this is pretty much what you're going to be doing. But another thing you can do is, if you actually want to store the denim up here as well, is just literally take your scissors and just create a little cut in there. And do a small cut. And use that cut to be your guide of where you're going to shred it. And then just start shredding it like this. And then you can start doing that. You see how it comes undone. So that's pretty much all you're going to do throughout to get these ready. Okay, so I think I've done a pretty good job at shredding them so far. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be throwing these in the wash. I'm going to wash them, dry them, and then you guys can see the effect that it's going to make at the bottom. So it will definitely, the wash will help shred it even more. Okay guys, so here we have our denim shorts. These were washed and dried, and as you can see, throwing them in the washer actually beats them up a little bit more. So these are pretty much done. If you just want to go ahead and wear them like this, you can. They look really, really cute. And you could also, if you want to go back and make some more slits with your scissors and then fray it with a knife, you can do so. I just did one because I actually don't want to fray these too much. But now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to move into another step where I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can actually decorate these really cool with actually putting a patch on one of the front legs or even doing it on both. So let's get started on that. This next part, if you want to go ahead and do some patchwork on your denim shorts, what you actually need is you need a fabric of your choice. You can use lace as well. That's actually really, really cute with the lace pocket in the front like I showed you in the beginning of the video. You're going to need some scissors, a needle, some thread, Sharpie, some fabric fusion. This is going to help you go ahead and put on the fabric onto your denim pant and have it hold on, so then you can go ahead and actually sew it on afterward. You also need some pins and of course your denim shorts. Also, another thing you're going to need is some white paper or transparency paper. This paper you're going to go ahead and use to actually create a pattern for the front pockets, in which you then are going to place on your fabric to cut out. So any white paper, house regular paper is fine, that should work. Okay, so the first thing you're actually going to do is, I have decided that I want to put fabric on both pockets of my pant. So what you need to do is you need to create a pattern with a piece of paper that you're going to go ahead and then put on your fabric to be able to cut it out. And by a pattern, I mean just basically you want to get the template of this right here. So then that can transfer over onto your fabric and you know actually how much to cut out. So you can just use a regular white piece of paper, since most of you will have that. And actually this white piece of paper is pretty much almost the whole length of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Sharpie pen and just kind of see where the line is. And I'm just going to go ahead and let it guide me. If you have paper that's clear, like the transparency paper, that actually will work a lot better, but you can actually manage with this. So, and you actually don't want to cover this part. I'm going to leave that open. As you can see, I'm just going to kind of let it guide me. And pretty much the rest of this, you're going to go ahead and cut. So we have that. It looks a little funky, but just trust me. So we're going to do that on this side. And just make sure you mark it. So this is for your right side. And now we're going to do the left side. And now what you're going to do is actually cut that out. And so then you can check it onto and actually put it over your pockets just to make sure. Okay. So as you can see, I have it over here. And I cut it a little smaller, so I just make a note to leave some extra right there. So there's that one. So definitely leave extra fabric all around, because you're gonna definitely need that. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you are going to take your fabric and lay it from the inside like this.
actually I'm going to go on this side because this part was ironed. So anytime you're working with fabric before you start on your project, I'm actually going to go back after I cut this out and iron it. But you definitely want to start with an ironed surface so that you don't have any lines. But after I trace my pattern, I'll probably go iron this. So just kind of lay it flat. Actually, this isn't gonna, so make sure, since you're gonna be drawing the lines in here, what you want to do is actually flip this around, because it will make sense once you put it on your garment. So if you cut it like this, then you have to put it, the piece basically like that, but we don't want the inside of it. So make sure that you turn your pattern over, so once you cut it out, you flip it over and it's on the right side. So I'm just going to go ahead and very lightly just cut out some extra all the way around, or mark it all the way around. And again, always leave extra. It's better to have extra than not enough fabric. And then just cut out your piece. Okay, so we have one side done, and now what you actually want to do is you're going to do the exact same thing with the opposite side. So as you can see, I flip it over and it's just ready to go and it's on the right side. So, and do this on the other side as well. So now you have your two patches, like so. And go ahead and iron these so that you get a nice flat surface. So now I'm going to go ahead and start placing the pieces on top. As you can see, there's going to be a lot of extra fabric, but that's okay. So I went ahead and ironed these so they're nice and flat. So you can do it on one side, you can do it on both sides. I think this will look cute on both sides. So we're going to start with this one. So basically what you are going to do is make sure that it fits all the way around, and if you need to cut it a little bit or make adjustments, you actually you can. For this one, I actually want to cut it just a little bit more so it fits right underneath the line. So now I'm going to actually cut the bottom, and I'm going to cut it right above where the line is, where the fabric starts to unravel. So as you can see, it's starting to take shape. There you go. So now what you're actually going to do, now that you have your little square cut out perfectly to measure your pocket, you're going to take your fabric fusion, and you're actually going to pretty much glue this on your surface. And then after you glue it, we're going to start hand stitching it all the way around so it stays on nice and tight. I wouldn't suggest just doing this because after a few washes your patch is just going to come off altogether. So okay, so as you can see, it's on there. So now give it about a second or two just so it dries. And you're going to go ahead and start doing the opposite. You're going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Okay, so now we have both sides done. And before you start sewing, you can actually do a couple pins if you want to keep it in place, but the fabric glue should actually keep it in place for you. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your needle and thread, and you're basically gonna start sewing your patch all the way around. And it is gonna take some time, but I highly recommend that you don't just do it with the fabric fusion, because after a couple washes this is gonna come off. You want it to be something that's very safe on your garment. So go ahead and take the long route. If you need to, you know, have this be a day or two project, you can, but now you're gonna go ahead and sew all the way around to secure your patch. Okay, so I just finished the last little bit of it, and that's pretty much it. The garment is all done. Now the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my fabric fusion again, and I'm going to, I already did it on this side, but I'm basically just gonna go all over the corners, the outline all throughout the garment, and just to add some extra binding on there, and of course let it dry. So I'm gonna do it all around, so then it actually helps so the seams don't come undone on the side. It probably will after a few washes, but it would actually look really, really cool. It will give it that more distorted denim look. So just make sure that you do this on both sides. Do it all the way around. And I'm just gonna smear it with my finger. Make sure that it's just really on there. And then just let it dry, and your garment is completely done. Voila, all done. So that's it for the tutorial. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that and you're inspired to create your very own rendition of that using crazy fabrics, whatnot. Lace looks really, really cute in the summer, or you can go ahead and choose a leopard print like I did, or something a little bit more crazy. So it's really up to you what you want to do with that. You guys know what colors you wear, so I recommend putting fabric or lace on your shorts with colors that you usually wear throughout the summer. So yes, and much love to Miss Erin Paula over on YouTube. I actually created the shorts for the tutorial, and I sent them over to her, so hopefully I will be seeing her at Coachella. She's going to be wearing them, so I'll take a couple pictures so you guys can see how the ending look is once they're worn and whatnot. So much love to Miss Erin Paula, and I'll be back soon. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. You guys know what to do. You can find me on social media, and make sure to go over to fancymade.com. That's my main site where I have everything on there. Follow me on Instagram at fancymade, and I will be seeing you guys soon. Bye!